Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake and I really need a catchphrase. We have successfully completed the Gorgonite campaign as seen in the previous few videos. So this time, instead of picking the pacifist good side in this game, we're going to pick the oppressive evil side in the Commandos, who are my personal favourite faction in this game simply because it's so ridiculous and so hammy and it's just ridiculous basically. I love it. So we're going to select the Commandos, and I believe Tommy Lee Jones still did voice acting for this game. I need to verify that at some point, but I believe he still, he was still contracted to voice Chip Hazard, and if so, great. If not, whoever they've got in is a really good sound alike. So let's begin.
Apology accepted, Gorgonite leader. Fellow Commandos, show yourselves! Comrades, our ranks are thin, and it appears we are not alone in this stronghold. Well, we've been outnumbered before, and that's just the way we like it. Soldiers, we're burning daylight here. It's time we cleaned house. Let's roll!
And we are back at the very first location of the Gorgonite campaign, which was, Kevin's home. This time from the Commandos perspective. And again, what I always found interesting about this game was the fact that depending on which faction you picked, the whole of time and space was affected. So if you selected the Gorgonites, their squad was shrank to just 3 members, and the Commando Elite were absolutely fine. And then if you selected the Commando Elite, 3 of their squad were fine, but the rest of them weren't, and the Gorgonites were absolutely fine. So whoever landed the first punch kind of screwed things up for their faction. Just saying. So we are on Uninvited Guests, because I don't want to make the same mistake as the very first episode I did for this, where I didn't introduce this at all. So we're on Uninvited Guests, part 1 of 5 for the Commando Elite, and we're going to go to Homestead Havoc, which is at the home of Kevin Butler. And the objectives are to blast a secret passage through the linen closet and destroy the civilian communication device. So as you can sort of tell already, Commando Elite, much more aggressive. It's deliberately going to cause destruction. Whereas the Gorgonites, you're trying to be as pacifist as possible. So let's begin. Don't let squad members hang around an enemy toy generator unattended. An enemy can pop out at any time and attack. We already know that, so let's begin. So we have Major Chip Hazard, or Tommy Lee Jones, if it is actually Tommy Lee Jones still. Now, I personally don't think he is quite as good as Archer from the Gorgonites when it comes to overall stats. However, he is respectable. So he has above average speed, above average vision, above average attack range, attack power is average, and his health points are above average. Not too bad. We have Brick Bazooka, who was my most overused unit back in the day when I first played this. Speed is average, vision is average, attack range is average, attack power above average, and health points very high. And then Link Static, who I barely used. Speed is relatively high, vision is very high, attack range is not very good, attack power average, surprisingly, because I always thought he had pretty weak attack, and health points above average. However, he is a good scout, very much like Ocular was for the Gorgonites. So let's begin. This is essentially the same as the first level from the Gorgonite campaign, except it's from the Commandos perspective, and it's very much a similar kind of design, except somehow the bathroom has somehow become next to Kevin's bedroom in this version of the universe. Don't ask me why. Might as well throw these at Freakenstein.
Hidden now. Grand spitting.
Battery is fried.
Hidden now.
And again, as a kid, this was always the campaign I personally preferred playing, so I know more about this one compared to the Gorgonites.
Hidden now.
Reporting for duty.
And what I like to do is usually use link static to trigger the enemies, so then
Reporting for duty.
they... Oh, if I could actually aim properly. I usually like to use link static to distract the enemies for a bit,
Hidden now.
and because he's quite fast, he can avoid most damage if you're quick enough.
Hidden now.
So there, Slamfist, who is potentially a dangerous enemy, can get taken out relatively simply just from using not run and gun, but using running tactics.
Hidden now.
Once again, you can mess around with the toilet, it doesn't do anything particularly.
Commander Chip Hazard reporting for duty.
And again, the Commando Elite have their own set of theme songs, very much like the Gorgonites did. It's a lot more military based, it's a lot more intense. I quite like these themes personally, I prefer them to the Gorgonite ones.
Hidden now.
Don't give up, my brother.
And again, you can use the door very much like you could at the very start of the Gorgonite campaign.
Don't give up, my brothers.
Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now. I read it. Hidden now. I read it. I read it. I read it.
And Insaniac used to scare me a lot as the enemy for the Gorgonites. As in, I always used to find him the most dangerous enemy to encounter.
Hidden now. I read it.
Maybe Punch It as a close second.
I read it. You called. I read it. Hidden now. I read it. Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now. I read it. Hidden now. Hidden now. Hidden now.
And I think that's all the enemies we need to take out. And there might be two more here.
I read it.
Oh no, there's one more.
Hidden
Okay.
now. Hidden
So
now.
let's get you out.
Hidden now. I read it.
So this is relatively straightforward. It's very much a remake of the Gorgonite's first level, but from the Commando perspective. And again, I still joke about the fact that the entire house geometry somehow changes between whoever lands the first punch.
I read it.
So Brick Bazooka, you can get yourself duplicated.
Commander Chip Hazard reporting for duty.
And because I'm not planning to use link static for very long, I want to try and show off the upgrades as much as possible, so we'll give him one for now,
I read it. Hidden now.
and then
I read it.
I will show it what it looks like with two.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Waiting dispatch.
Commander Chip Hazard reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Expect no mercy.
And again, it's really hard to imagine the Gorgonites as villains, so it is my personal belief that whilst I prefer this campaign, the Gorgonite one is the canon
No mercy.
campaign to play through. And that's usually the way with most games. It's normally good endings that always take precedence over the evil endings.
No mercy.
Okay, so here's Punch It, the first proper threat of the game.
Waiting dispatch. Hidden
Might as well let him through, because I do want to show off Link Static's attacks. So that's what he's like on number 1. Let's give him another upgrade.
now. I read it.
I don't reporting for duty.
You called. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
And again, the only reason I'm giving Link Static the upgrades, despite being pretty terrible, is because I want to show him off,
Hidden
you
now.
know, how his attack is.
Hidden now. I read it. Sir, yes, sir. You got it, Jack.
Don't give up,
You called.
my
I read
brothers.
it. Prepare to kick butt.
Expect no mercy.
So again, there might be another unit spawn here because of... there we go.
Don't give up, my brothers. Reporting for duty.
Okay, Link Static did die there because I was an idiot. So let's just spawn him just for the hell of it.
Hidden now.
Right, so he had a really good start to this and then I just let it down towards the end, but oh well. This is what happens when I try and give Link Static upgrades, I guess. So, as the technical expert, I imagine Chip Hazard wouldn't be so, he wouldn't want to destroy something so civilianish, so he would let Brick or Link Static do it. And as the tech expert, Link Static should destroy it, so let's do that. And there we go.
Goal achieved, soldiers! Though our numbers were few, we managed to clear the sector of all Gorgonites. The humans of this planet would be easily controlled if it weren't for the do-gooder Gorgonite trash among them.
The Gorgonites will protect those who own them at all costs, Commander!
Well, it's going to cost them plenty. Link Static, front and center!
Sir!
At ease, soldier! It's crucial that we get a lock on the primary location of Gorgonite infestation in this vicinity. I need you to somehow track their AI chip signals.
No problem. Instant access to the world. Suspiciously high infestation at Athlete Peaks, Commander.
They must be aware of our artillery needs and are trying to ransack our available weapon supply.
Infestation is also abnormally high at the Peterson and Rumsfield residences, sir, near the top of the valley.
The elevations of those structures is ideal for establishing a base of operations and a warehouse of confiscated artillery.
Sir, Commandos track to each of those locations.
Gentlemen, we are on alert. At those locations, our enemy is gathering their strength, and it is there that we shall break them. Hit!
Right, so something I always did like that cutscene. I will say that it was one of my favourite cutscenes from this game. As we just saw there, the Commando Elite used a very surprisingly efficient version of the internet back in 1998, and I can confirm, as someone who was 6 years old in 1998, the internet wasn't that good. Just saying. So the Commando Elite used a very efficient version of Google to find out where the rest of their squad were, and they've located them to these residences and one shop, I think. Can't remember. But anyway, this is Neighbourhood Assault, and we've got 3 levels here. We've got Residential Ruckus, where we have to save Kip Killigan. We have a Hilltop Hideout, where we have to rescue Butch. And we have Sore Losers, where we have to rescue Nick Nitro. And I used to like these levels. These were some of my favourite set of levels in the entire game. So I have a lot of nostalgia for these. And what I usually did as a kid was I would play Residential Ruckus first, then Sore Losers, then a Hilltop Hideout. Nowadays I do Residential Ruckus, a Hilltop Hideout and Sore Losers, primarily because Butch is so useful on Sore Losers. And as always, I'll be playing 2 levels per video. So this is the last one we're going to play for now, and it's Residential Ruckus, where we're going to go to the Rumsfield residence, and the objectives are to destroy all Gorgonite toy generators, so we have to do that, unlike every other level, and to track down Kip Killigan, who is actually pretty good, I realised as I got older. I didn't use him very often as a kid, but he is actually quite useful. So let's go and rescue him. And again, you might think going to a hilltop, the hilltop place first would make more sense because it's the first location the Commando Elite come across. And you were probably right. I just, like to follow tradition. So we can spawn another unit. We want Brick Bazooka because 2 bricks are better than 1 brick.
Link to command, ready.
Link Static can have the binoculars because he's our scout. And there should be 2 oculars, I believe, or is it an ocular and a slam fist? I think it's slam fist at the top. So let's set our enemies on him. Ocular can be a threat occasionally, I will say that, because his range is so good. Okay, we have a slam fist, so let's throw these. Okay, slam fist can now get taken out pretty easily.
What I'm here for.
You got it.
Danger, falling rock.
And again, if I sound a little bit more confident on these parts than I do the Gorgonite campaign. It's probably because I did, as I said earlier, I am more familiar with these set of levels because these are the ones I played a lot more of. And that's the other reason why I wanted to save it till last, because I personally enjoy this campaign a lot more. Right, so...
What I'm here for? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Danger! Falling rocks!
And these themes, I've always loved these themes ever since I played this game. So there's an ocular which we need to be careful of. So let's try and distract him. And get him to run through these traps. Let's see if they're actually as stupid as the Commando Elite when I was playing the Gorgonites. Ooh, not quite. Ocular isn't completely stupid. Oh, but I am apparently. Maybe this is just in character for the Commando Elite to run through traps. Ah, okay. Let's carry on. And there is a toy box up here, so let's destroy that. A, because it's our objectives, and 2, because that's presumably where loads of oculars are going to spawn. We can get some enemies to run through here though, but we won't do that just yet. Is there an archer or... oh no, slam fist, okay. So we can... no, let's get slam fist to get up and let's destroy that toy box as quickly as possible. And again, as you can see, Link's static is incredibly fragile. 3 attacks from Slam Fist will kill him. Right, so let's show off what Brick Bazooka's like with an upgrade. So much better, as you can tell. Okay, Archer's here, so we may as well... if you stand in this steam, you will die. So let's see if we can get Slam Fist to run through. No, because I didn't time it. Maybe that could be the recurring gag for this, for the Commando campaign. Just have Link's static die in embarrassing ways. Why not? And one thing I always found slightly fascinating with the Commando campaign is how much more confident the Major Brick... What am I saying? How much more oh no, that was terrible. No, okay, we'll just do it the normal way. It's not worth messing about. How much more confident the Commando Elite sound on the second set of levels compared to the first.
Danger! Falling rocks!
You got it. You got it.
Yes, sir. Out and clean. 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 Try this on for time. Thanks for command.
Okay, Archer can pretty much die in one hit now, so let's do that.
What I'm here for?
Good. Shall prevail.
Out and clean. 10-4.
Chip here. Fallout.
No, this is Small Soldier Squad Commander Chip Hazard, not Fallout. No, it's Small Soldier Squad Commander. Try it again.
You got it.
Okay, so let's give Brick an upgrade.
What I'm here for?
And we'll give Chip Hazard one upgrade and hope he doesn't die.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Fallout. You got it.
No, this is... yeah, he's going to just insist this is Fallout, whatever.
What I'm here for?
There should be another Archer down here, I believe.
What I'm here for?
Or maybe not. But we better destroy that as quickly as possible. Because I believe it does spawn Archers. Let's stand back a little bit and destroy this.
and center.
Waiting for orders.
Chip here.
Okay, let's pick up the key because we might as well. Give... Well, give Link Static the 25% one. Brick can have the health.
What I'm here for.
And he might as well carry these across.
What I'm here for.
Fall out.
What I'm here for. What I'm here
We may as well try and use as much of the environment as possible. I think that was one thing I didn't always do with the Gorgonites very well.
What I'm here for. Will do.
You got it.
And we also need a shield, so actually you can drop that, and then you can have this.
What I'm here for.
And then Link Static can try and distract some enemies for us. If you give him the boots, he is ridiculously quick, I should point that out. Right, come on. Oh my... Yep, Link Static is going to be the lolcow of this game, where I can't control him properly, and thus I just keep dying. Okay. Brick. Try and...
What I'm here for. What I'm here for. What I'm here for.
No, okay.
Front and center.
Wait for orders. Wait for orders.
Shall prevail.
I am going to kill someone with this,
Wait for orders.
even if it takes me a lifetime. Might as well give him the boots. As you can see, he moves ridiculously quick. Right, Freakenstein, you'll be a good one. Come on. Here we go.
Have assembly required.
And that's what happens when you kill them. So let's try and take this out for a bit. He's going to notice, so let's run back.
Have assembly required.
May as well get the other three across.
What I'm here for. Will do. Will do.
Chip here.
What I'm here for. Will do. What I'm here for. Will do.
Can we destroy this before someone else spawns? No, we can't. Oh well. Well, the two bricks will take him out nicely.
Have assembly required.
These spider webs will slow you down. And to me, I don't know where... Is this set in a loft? It feels like it should be a loft. Or maybe it's just a building that's being renovated. Who knows? Maybe I should pay more attention to these things. I'm not quite sure why there's a mousetrap here. Well, cherry bomb, whatever it is. But there is. So here,
Fall out. You got it.
if we get up here, we can spawn another... Now, we might as well, for equality's sake, get another Link Static. Even though part of me really wants some free bricks. So let's do that. And pick up these, because they'll be useful later.
Chip here.
Chip Hazard can actually have the binoculars, I think. And then once we've opened the door, Brick Bazooka can have the speed boots.
Fall out. You got it. You got it. You got it.
We also need an upgrade for Chip Hazard as well.
Fall out.
Danger! Falling rocks!
What I'm here for. Waiting for orders. Will do. Will do. What I'm here for.
Yeah, this theme, I remember this so well. Okay,
What I'm here for.
Link is gonna die.
Shall prevail.
That is absolutely fine with me. There's another archer, so run back.
Front and center.
I wonder if it's possible to beat this game with loads of Link Statics. It probably is. I might have to try that one day, just see if it is doable. I imagine you'd have to play it quite strategically though.
Front and center. Fall out.
Shall prevail.
Nice bit of gunplay work there. And let's move them all down. and we need to spawn another brick bazooka because why not? Because Link Static will let me down. Now, Link Static, I do bash him every so often, but I use him where he's best suited. So I will use him when he's, I need a good scout or someone who's quick, very much like Ocular. I won't use him very much for combat unless I'm really desperate.
What I'm here for. Will do. What I'm here for. Will do. What I'm here for. What I'm here for.
Just a second. Okay. Let's carry on with where we left off. So let's destroy some more of these once we've scouted the perimeter. Well, we'll just let Archer run through them.
Shall prevail.
Because, we always like it when the Gorgonites are the ones who get killed by these instead of us. And I don't think there's anyone on this side. Nope. Right. This is where Link Static will be useful. So Brick, if you can stand here. Once again, depending on what colour you open, depends on what door you open. Might as well throw a grenade. And again. Because 3 Insaniacs are scary. Right. Let's move you over here. Right, this present thing down here that you can kind of see, that's where Kip Killigan is, so we'll come back for him in a moment. And over here, I believe there's a puncher. Oh, no, just loads of oculars. Run, 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 run. Alright, we might as well just let the Commandos take them out. And as you can see, Ocular just gets shredded by 3 brick bazookas, one of who is upgraded, plus a slightly upgraded chip hazard. It's insane. And this is what we need, so let's pick that up and get some health. We may as well just give him the other health, why not? Right, Puncher is on this side, I think, by the green door, so let's go and get that over with. Okay, there's 2. Right. Let's see if we can close the door on him.
I'm a goner.
That went quite well, actually. So let's just go back in the green door so he can try and explore 100% of the map. And the blue door. Because I swear it feels like there should be another toy box, unless if I've already done that without paying attention. Oh, clearly I have. Chip Hazard may as well get the upgrade. Link can have one as well. And let's try and whittle down the health of these 2. Well, these 3 I should say.
Good shall prevail.
In fact, we may as well do that. Just destroy the 2 slam fists that way. Because the developers did give us a ridiculous amount of projectiles to throw. Can I throw it from here? I don't think I can, but possibly from the top. Or maybe not. Okay. Right, that will be enough, I think. Nah, let's throw more. And I reckon Chip Hazard can pick one up as well.
10-4. 10-4.
Chip here. Fallout. You got it.
So I've never played this level second or last on this particular set of levels, so I've never rescued Kip Killigan after the first attempt. I've always had Kip Killigan as my first member of the rescued squad.
Fallout.
Link to command. Ready.
I should probably vary it up one of these days, but
10-4.
I'm a traditionalist.
Out and clear.
Chip
Rail
here.
call.
Danger, falling rocks.
10-4. Rail call.
So yeah, it did take me years to realise that Slam Fist is obviously much
Front and center.
better than Link Static. I used to just assume they were the same, but no. Slam Fist just owns Link Static in so many ways, both combat wise and for the most part everything else. But let's just destroy him.
Danger, falling rocks.
Chip here. Chip here. Fallout.
And let's rescue our good friend
Chip here.
Kip Killigan, who can be a threat if used correctly.
Kip Killigan.
Congratulations on exterminating all enemy toy generators in the vicinity. Newly activated Kip Killigan reporting for duty.
And there we go. That is the first 2 levels of the Commando campaign completed. Pretty short episode today, but I reckon that's quite good after the past few parts. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and next time we will do a hilltop hideout and sore losers, where we'll rescue the rest of the Commando Elite. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.